One of my personal favorite beds that I've ever tested over at the Slumber Yard is the Saatva Classic. This is a more luxurious hybrid pillow top bed that features 2 layers of coils for support and a nice European pillow top for comfort. It's a really nice pick for anyone who is willing to spend up for it, but in this video, I really want to go over it and give you our updated thoughts on it. We're going to start things out by going over the policies that it comes with, then we'll delve more into its construction and see exactly what it's made up of. Then we'll talk about how the mattress feels, how firm it is, of course, how much it costs, and at the end, I'll even try to sum things up with a final verdict for you, so stick around. Now, if you didn't know already, my name is JD, and over here at the Slumber Yard, we review all things online mattresses. So if you've seen the Saatva Classic online, or maybe some other bed that you've checked out recently, and you want some more information about it, head on over to our website, myslumberyard.com for more, or check down below in the description box of this video for a lot of other goodies. If you enjoy the video, you get something out of it, and you want to help support our channel, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more. But now let's get right into this Saatva review.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Okay, so right up top, I do want to say that we did receive the Saatva Classic for free from Saatva to review and tell you guys about it. But in terms of policies, what exactly are you going to be getting in terms of shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties with the Saatva Classic? Well, Saatva as a brand is actually really good these days with the policies that they back all their beds with. So this mattress is going to ship to you completely free, though it's not going to be through standard bed-in-a-box shipping. It's going to come to you with complimentary white glove delivery. And this is a service in which a local delivery team will basically bring the mattress to your home full size and set it up for you in your own home. And in a lot of cases, they'll even remove your old bed at no extra cost. Now, white glove delivery is always nice to have. It was for my dad. I actually purchased this bed for him, and he lives in a really remote location, and they went all the way out there and set it up for him and took away his old bed. So I was really happy with the whole process and the way it turned out. But since they do offer this service, returns with the Saatva Classic and in Saatva in general aren't going to be really free. They will probably charge you a small transportation fee if you decide to send it back. But we highly doubt a lot of folks are going to be doing that anytime soon. You actually get 365 nights to try the bed out at home for yourself before you're completely stuck with it, before you have to decide, oh, do I actually want to return this thing? And if you do decide to keep it, it's backed by a lifetime warranty these days, which is always super nice to have. And we'll link more information about the liner notes and the more specific policy details when it comes to Saatva as a brand down below in the description box if you want to know more. Now, in terms of construction, I briefly mentioned it at the top of the video, but now let's delve into it more. And basically, this bed starts out with a thick layer of inner springs on the bottom for its primary support base. And this layer is actually encased in a foam border to provide some pretty solid edge support. Now, sitting above that foam border and all those inner springs, you have another layer of pocketed coils. And these are basically individually siloed springs that are encased in fabric, and they move independently of one another. So not a lot of motion is going to transfer to the other side as it would in a more traditional Innerspring chassis. Now, since the Saatva Classic uses those 2 separate layers of coils, it's going to provide tons of support for all body types, including especially heavier folks. We usually say that if you are a heavier person, say in the range of 200 pounds and up, you're probably going to want to look into a hybrid bed that uses coils instead of an all foam one that uses dense foam for support, just because coils in general provide a lot more bidirectional support and long-term durability. Now, above that pocketed coil layer, you have your first layer of foam, which in this case is a memory foam, and this kind of acts as a transition layer between all those coil layers and the bed's primary comfort layer, which in this case is a European pillow top, and it's actually wrapped up in an organic cotton cover. This cover, along with the golden embroidery found throughout the bed, makes it look really nice and a cut above a lot of others within the online space. You know, over here at the Slumber Yard, we commonly say that the Saatva Classic wouldn't look out of place sitting in a fancy 5-star hotel. It just looks really nice and luxurious. The bed also features a bit of a zone support design. I believe there's a lumbar support layer in the middle of the mattress to provide your back with some neutral alignment while you sleep. So if you suffer from nightly back pain, it could help you out a lot in this regard, at least the Saatva Classic's construction as far as zone support goes. And we'll try to link some more helpful details regarding its design down below in the description box if you want to know more about that stuff. Now, the feel of the Saatva Classic is also one of my favorite parts about it because it exhibits more of a traditional mattress feel, something that you're probably already used to. We usually say it features more of a pillow top feel in general, so it should feel pretty familiar to most sleepers out there and maybe even remind you of a bed that you grew up sleeping on. Overall, the Saatva Classic strikes a really nice balance of pressure relief from that pillow top with a good amount of support from the 2 layers of coils. In my honest opinion, this is one of those mattresses that you're probably gonna lay down on and find to be immediately comfortable, or at least not uncomfortable. Now, in terms of firmness, you do have 3 different options to select with the Saatva Classic, and it's also available in 2 different height profiles. We have the 14.5 incher, so the bigger model obviously, but we would recommend the 11.5 incher to pretty much anyone out there, as it's a decent sized bed and not overkill at all. And I say that just because thicker beds usually require deep pocket sheets or bigger sheets to actually fit around it. I sleep on a bed that requires deep pocket sheets, and I always find it to be a drag, but just know that getting into it. But the height profile in each case shouldn't really affect the firmness, which I'm about to cover. The plush soft model of the Saatva Classic sits at right around a medium, give or take, so it should be a really accommodating option for any and all sleeper type. The luxury firm is our recommendation for most sleepers out there. It's around a medium firm, so also good for all sleepers with a slight support advantage for back and stomach. And the firm model is a properly firm mattress that should really only work out for strict back and stomach sleepers looking for the most amount of nightly support. Now, these firmness rankings are just our opinion of what we've tested over here at the Slumber Yard, and firmness is an altogether subjective thing that usually depends on how much you weigh. So heavier people, as we've found, perceive beds to be softer than they truly are, while more petite sized folks find them to be a bit firmer. But for the average Joe, I think you're looking at around these 3 firmness levels that I went over. And I think no matter what your sleeping preferences are really looking like these days, you should have an option available with the Saatva Classic. Now, if those firmness levels are just a little bit off for you and you want something a little bit more specific, Saatva as a brand makes a number of different models. I'll just mention a few here. They just came out with a memory foam hybrid bed, which is their newest hybrid offering, and it's also a little bit more affordably priced than the Saatva Classic. They also have a latex hybrid bed if you're more into a latex foam feel, and the Saatva HD is another offering that's perfect for especially heavier individuals around the 500-pound mark and up. We'll link more information about those other Saatva models down below in the description box as well for you. But now, in terms of couples, if you intend on sharing the Saatva Classic with your partner or significant other, what do you gotta know? Well, the main 3 things are edge support, motion isolation, and temperature regulation. Edge support has to do with how sturdy the perimeter edges of the mattress are under pressure. If you happen to sleep pretty close to them, or your partner shoves you to the outer rims of the bed, you don't really want to fall off the mattress. And with the Saatva Classic, it has great edge support. As I mentioned, those inner springs are encased in foam, so it provides a lot of sturdiness right along that edge, which you shouldn't really be falling off anytime soon. Now, in regards to motion isolation, which is how well the bed absorbs cross mattress movement, if your partner gets up in the middle of the night to go to work or something like that, you don't really want their motion transferring to the other side of the mattress and waking you up. And I'm happy to say that the Saatva Classic does have a pretty good amount of motion isolation. It does deaden cross mattress movement quite well, so no real concerns here either. In regards to temperature regulation, the Saatva Classic isn't necessarily an active cooling option, but we don't think it's going to be warming up on you excessively. You know, it could vary on a case-by-case basis, and it could come down to the types of sheets that you have, your comforter, even your pajamas. But we would say that the Saatva Classic should remain right at that temperature neutral range throughout the night. Now, let's talk about pricing. How much are you going to be shelling out for the Saatva Classic? And you know, upon first glance, you would say, oh man, that looks like a spendy bed. And you know, while it is quite luxurious and premium, it's pretty reasonable on price. As of when I'm doing this video, you can pick up a queen size for just shy of the $1,600 mark after discount. And Saatva used to never run promotions on their mattresses, but they occasionally will, actually usually nowadays. So check in the description box to see whatever we can find in terms of saving you some money with this mattress. And just so you guys know, if you use those discounts linked within our description boxes, it definitely helps support our channel, which we really appreciate. But that pretty much is going to sum it up for our updated thoughts on the Saatva Classic. You know, it's a really nice bed. I would recommend it to pretty much anyone out there who's looking for a relatively affordable, luxurious option. But the question remains, who should really go with it and why? Well, if you want more of a premium bed with a traditional pillow top feel that's available in 3 firmness levels, you like the sound of that white glove delivery and those other consumer-friendly policies that it's backed by, and you want a bit of a zone support advantage, I don't really see many folks out there going wrong with the Saatva Classic. But hey, let us know what you guys think. Have you ever tried this bed out? Have you ever, wanted to? Write us down below in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And if you need any more information, head on over to that description box or our website, myslumberyard.com, for so much more information. If you got something out of this video, you enjoyed it, and we maybe helped you out towards your online mattress search, drop us a like and consider subscribing to the channel for a lot more. But that's going to do it for this one. Again, I'm JD. Hopefully you're doing well out there, and like always, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time. subscribe.